Hello and welcome, everybody. This is me, Lynn, and I am doing a little bit of an impromptu live stream to share with you all the fun, cool stuff that I got to experience while I was at Creativation. And I am going live on, I should be live on Instagram now. I hit that button a little bit late, so hello and welcome wherever you're watching from. Hi Brenda, welcome friend. I am so tired. Creativation was a lot of fun. I'm going to give it a moment for folks to find me because I did schedule this a little bit impromptu. So if you're already here and you're watching, if you can hit that like button, maybe share it out, get the word out, because I didn't have this as part of my regularly scheduled live streams. So just thought I would pop in and do some giveaways because I wasn't really expecting to get much by way of freebies at Creativation, but there were some booths that were giving stuff away, so I want to share what I got, and some folks were super generous, and so I've got extras to share as well. Okay, hey Lori, welcome. Hi Reagan, welcome. Thanks for finding me, thanks for popping in, and thanks for saying hi. So for folks who don't know what Creativation is, this was my first time attending, so I don't know how similar or different this was, or how similar or different my experience was compared to, years past. But I am, oh, Reagan says she's going to watch while she rides her bike. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so I was invited to attend by Amanda at Pear Blossom Press to, well, it was very sweet of her to get me a pass, because this event is generally speaking for people who sell things to actually work with other people who sell things. And so it's more like a business to business trade show, where if you say own a store and you're looking to sell, like, you know, to buy wholesale and then retail those products out from your store, that's what this event is for, so that you can come see all the folks who are, you know, putting out new product and then sell those new products out of your own store. So, so that's the core audience for this event, and they do allow people like me who don't like sell product or buy product at wholesale to come. They call it the Creative Professional Pass that you would have to buy, and it does cost money and, you know, membership to their thing and whatnot. And I'm not a member, and Amanda kindly allowed me to come as part of Pear Blossom Press to help her set up, but mostly she just let me kind of spend the time walking around and enjoying the show, which I thought was pretty fabulous and amazing of her. So the first couple days were set up. The first day of setup just like knocked me out. I was so tired, and that was Friday. And I helped out with Amanda at Pear Blossom, and I also helped Ashley at Artistry because I'm on the Artistry design team as well. And if folks caught the Crafty Fun with Friends, which was like the Saturday after that first day, I was really hoarse and probably felt low energy because I was low energy. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of talking because I did this little project for Artistry at it was like at night they had what they called a product palooza. So it was, I think, 20 companies who set up a table, and then business owners could come in and walk around to each table, make a little something, or watch a demo or something. And they had hors d'oeuvres and drinks and whatnot, but it was like 2+ hours of just like nonstop making these sublimation buttons and like nonstop talking. It was a lot. I collected some fun pins, so I thought that was fun. There were a lot of booths, and there wasn't a ton of craft companies. Spellbinders was there, Altenew was there, Ranger was there, and then of course Pear Blossom Press, Trinity Stamps, and Lindy's gang was there. But then there were like a lot of like art supply stores. So folks who sell like paints and watercolors and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was quite an experience. I visited a lot of booths, and a lot of the places were more about like demoing, their latest and greatest. So this was from Lindy's gang. So this features some of the new magical colors that they came out with. I think Nunica designed the color sets. One is Boho Dreams, and I forget what the name of the other one is. It's all a bit of a whirlwind, but they released the new colors like right before. Let's see if it's in here. I know Boho Dreams was one of them. If anybody knows, feel free to shout it out in the chat, because it's already on their website. But if you haven't played with the magicals, they're pretty fabulous. I love them. I've been making a lot of galaxy space backgrounds with them because it's just so easy. I thought I saw it in here, but I don't see it. Yeah, it's on their website. Something, Boho Dreams and something else. But, oh, was there a question? Where's the button on the top left from? Uh-oh. Top left. Uh-oh. I've moved these all around, so now we don't know what's what, right? Oh, is it this? I don't remember. But they have an American name to their store that's recognizable, but then when they handed me the pin, I was like, I don't read that, so I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, Brenda. Hi, Paula. Welcome, friend. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. But let me start to share a little bit. So the first couple of days was set up. I was there for the first day, and then I did not have the energy to come back the second day, because I was gonna come for a couple hours before Crafty Fun with Friends, but I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Sorry. So I didn't make it back for the second day of setup. But Lindy's gang they were giving out little sample pots of their magicals. So this was a color that I don't have. And if you're not familiar with these, it's a powder that has super highly pigmented, and it is it has the binding agent in it already. So when you play with it, you can sprinkle a little bit onto your, I like using a watercolor paper like Nunica did here. And you can, she did a really nice like emboss and emboss resist. So that's how you're seeing like that white and all the colors. What's cool about this is that some of the colors get trapped. And so it really emphasizes the variety of the colors, because it looks like it's all one color, some of these magicals, but when you actually spritz them, you'll see different colors come to life. And there'll be these like little bursts. So this tag she made for me was actually two different sets of magicals or jars of magicals that she used, and from the two new collections that are out. They're really just gorgeous. And then I swung by at the very end and they were packing stuff up, and Tracy just gave me this. This is Drink Me Silly, which they released a while back, but they have since kind of brought it back, but as like in the new 2.0 shaker jars. Yeah, it was really sweet of them. Okay, so I'm on their website. It's Gypsy Vibes and Boho Dreams are the two new collections. And so I think they have a deal on their website right now that is buy two. It's either buy two or buy three. It might be buy two, get one free. So, so that was really sweet. I wouldn't have thought that. Yeah, exactly. So that's what's really awesome about the magicals is that, and if you want, I can demo this. Hold on. I've got watercolor paper. So let me just give you a quick demo. I don't have any special codes, but there is like a, I think there's always like an offer. Sometimes it's like buy three or buy four, get one free, but I think right now it's buy two, get one free. And I haven't played with these colors, so this will be a little bit new also. Oh, hey T, welcome. Hi Judy, welcome. Oh, your chat got stuck. Well, hopefully it's unstuck now. Okay, so how I like to play is I like to give just a really light spritz, just so that this has like a little bit of, and I spritz it on both sides so that it doesn't curl. And so I like to just give it a light spritz, mostly so that when you sprinkle onto it, that it has something to stick onto a little bit. But the new shaker jars look like this, as opposed to the pots that they have previously. This is not full size, by the way. I think this is just a sample. Hold on. Oh no, that actually might be full size. Oh, those are full size. Yeah. Yeah. So this is full size. Do I have this color? They were giving away, yeah, I knew that I had this already. But the new shakers are great because they come, you just kind of take that out. See how it's like a salt and pepper shaker, the little holes? So what's great about that is that you can just give it a little tappity tap, right? So I'm just gonna tap out one color. This is from Drink Me Silly, and it's Fuzzy Navel Peach. Okay, so it's still dry. There was a little bit of I spritzed it with a little bit of water, but that's just so that it sticks where you tipped out some. That way, when you spritz, it's gonna stay a little bit more in place, and then you keep on spritzing. So then if you mix them, see how there's like yellows, there's a little bit of reds, and then look, there's that burst of blue. And so the more you spritz and the more you actually like mix them together, then it'll start to become like one color. But if you go light on your water and you don't use and you don't like swirl around too much, then you can kind of see those bursts just sort of bloom, and they'll stay, you know, a little bit more vibrant and distinct, as opposed to coming together and being like softer. So you can get a lot of different looks out of these, out of the Lindy's gang. And then if you you know, prefer to have it all mixed together, you can of course do that, and then, you know, paint with it and have a nice really soft wash of color. And then you can let it dry and then layer on. See how it's like the really lovely sort of fuzzy navel peach color over here. But then here, where I haven't really spritzed a ton of water, it's all very, like, you can see the very distinct kind of a hot pink, and, you know, some of the yellows and some of the peachy orange. So that's the magicals. And I'm a big fan of the new shaker jars. And so I asked if, like, these previous colors, will they eventually be available in the new Shaker 2.0 jars? And she said yes, but she's got to sell through her other stuff first. So of course she's got to kind of work through all of the existing product before she puts them, starts selling them in this format. But I didn't know until I talked with them that they do sell the empty jars of the shaker jars with the shaker top. And so if you have old shimmer powders, or you have shimmer powders from another brand, because, you know, they're not the only ones who make something kind of like this. But if you like the jars and you just like being able to kind of tappity tap, you can buy the jars and then fill them with whatever you'd like. So that's always an option. Let me try this real fast. So once it's dry, you can always layer. And I wish I had her new, I'm going to be ordering them, the new colors, but they haven't arrived. Actually, I haven't hit checkout yet. I'm still shopping. But you can definitely like layer colors. So, but to be honest, I tend to like to let it dry naturally. I prefer that to using the heat gun, but let's see. I'll tap out another. So this one is Blue Hawaiian Blue. Blue Hawaiian Blue. So we can put some of that right over top. And it still had a little bit of moisture there, so you can see it started to bloom. And then we'll give it a spritz. And so that's how Nunica made this. I mean, she embossed, white heat embossed a design to have that resist. And that's nice because you can see, like, while it's blooming, you know, it'll trap the colors a little bit in those, between those embossed lines. And so you see more, differentiation of colors. So lots of, oh, hey, Meg, welcome. Meg loves Lindy's. Yeah. That's, oh, this? Yeah. So, I kind of figured, Meg, that image is adorable. Yeah. So at Lindy's booth, Nunica, who kind of designs some of these color collections, she was making these tags. And so this is one color that she dipped into, and then she let that dry, and then I think she's tapped out or sprinkled over it like a different color, and then the tag itself is, I think, 2 colors as well. She did this, and then there's a really lovely, like, a rust color in, I don't know if it's Boho Dreams or Gypsy Vibes, but one of the new sets. So So that was Lindy's. It was fun. They are actually they're local to Washington State, which is where the convention was and where I am. And so kind of cool. I love being able to, well, it's one of the things I love about ordering from Lindy's because I get it super fast because I'm kind of local, but probably still a couple few hours drive away. But yeah, you can kind of see I have a bunch. They also have little mini spritzers as well. If you want to use these and make your own little sprays, you can do that. And you can just like mix however little or however much you want. And if you're shopping their website, they have shimmer powders, which have a little bit of that like pearlescent shine, but they also have what they call flat powders, and those are without the shimmer and shine. And one of the things that's kind of nifty is if you get, so they have fairy fluff. So this is just shimmer without color, without pigment, but it's more like silvery shimmer. And then they have one that's gold. That's a gold base shimmer. And so what you could do if you want to like kind of make your stash stretch a little bit, have it be like a little bit more versatile, is you could always get the flat powders and then pick up some fairy fluff if you want like a more silvery shimmer, or pick up the other one, the gold one, because they don't have any pigment or any color to them. You can just add it to a flat powder and then make your flat powders shimmery. So that's always an option. Or, you know, because they don't sell, I don't think they sell everything in both types. Usually it's just one or the other. It's either the shimmer or a flat. But yeah, this is just one of my little containers of Lindy skeins because they are so awesome. Okay, so I've got that. So that was fun to hang out at their booth. And then, let's see. Oh, I'll show this. Let's see. Oh, everybody, I have to tell you, but don't buy it all before I can buy some. Okay, so I don't know how many people use a black glaze pen. So I use, this is like from Sakura. They do like my favorite jelly roll white gel pens. So if you use a black glaze pen, just heads up, FYI, this is discontinued. So they are not making this anymore. So if you're able to find it for sale anywhere, buy it, because once those places sell out of this, you are not going to be able to buy it anymore unless for whatever reason they decide they're gonna bring it back. But at the moment, you know, they are not, they've discontinued it, which makes a lot of sense now because I haven't been able to find it on Amazon for the longest time. And so now I know why, because they've discontinued it. Oh, this is cute. So they gave me, I stopped by and they gave me like a little pouch. I haven't even looked into this. So they are the makers of the Micron pens. So if you like to do your like fine line drawing. And by the way, I did start shopping for black glaze pens. Simon Says Stamps has it. Dick Blick has it. And an office supply store I shop at has it. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Oh, look, is this it? Wait, hold on. Oh no, this is their regular jelly roll. It's different from, it's not their black jelly roll pen, folks. Oh look, you can swatch. They have like a little swatch. And it's not their glitter jelly roll. The only thing, it's their glazed pens that are going away or have gone away. The only thing I can find on Amazon now is like the 10 pack where it's like multicolor. But I only use the black. I only want the black. So, oh, that's so cute. Look at, ooh, black paper. So you can test your whites. The white jelly roll pens, they're still fine. You can still get those. But it's the black glaze pens that you want to stock up on if you need. Paula says, wait, what? Hey, Carrie. I don't know. So Carrie says maybe they're going to update or something, but I don't know. And the people who were on the floor show floor, they were not, they're kind of there to kind of sell and get new accounts and whatnot. So they didn't know exactly why the change, but so their little pack also included, ooh, this is cool. A koi coloring brush pen. Oh, jelly. I had a fun debate with, I met Shannon, who does a lot of videos and things for, Hero Arts, and, Charlene Madrid. I can't pronounce Shannon's last name, but it starts with a P. And, she was saying, we had a debate as to the best number. So folks, if you're familiar with the white jelly roll pens, which number do you like best? Because Shannon says 10 is the way to go. Charlene and I are big fans of number 8. So yeah, but 10 definitely gets used in my stash. I don't know what the difference is with this one. So I guess I'll have to test this one out. Oh wait, I guess I can do that here. Carrie says 8, so okay. See? I'm not alone. Okay, so I don't, folks, if you know the difference, let me know. But this is, it just says Jelly Roll 8. So how is that different from this one? I mean, I have a number 8 also. 5, I feel, is like too thin. Okay, I'll tell you one difference. It's kind of hard to get the cap off. Yeah, exactly. See? That T said it. 5 likes to quit working. Yep. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, this is why the cap was so hard to take off. It's not a cap, friends. It's one of these. Here's my short-term memory. I played with this at their booth. So it's the same. It's retractable. See? So you don't have to deal with a cap. But you know what would be interesting is if it dries out. So there's that. This is a number 8. So here's 8. Oh, I gotta do the trick. So Shannon said that she never has to do this trick to get it flowing. She says with the 10, it just always flows for her. So there's that. So retractable jelly rolls. I think that was kind of the thing they were trying to promote. Or lose, yeah, you don't have to worry about losing the cap. Oh, it does come with the little nib. This was the one I played with. They let me just keep it. I don't think that was part of the goodie bag. They just, is this, yeah. Okay, this is 10, folks. See how I didn't have to do the little trick with the, getting it to start flowing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Shannon says 10 is the way to go, because it doesn't, it's just ready to go every time she picks it up to use. Yeah, I'm with you all. 8 and 10. Carrie says 5 is sensitive. It is. Yeah, 10, I don't know. I might be now that I'm live, I just picked it up and went with it, and it seems to be 10 is flowing pretty decent for me. I didn't even have to do anything. 8, you let me down. 8. I was rooting for you. Okay, see, now that I primed it, it's good. I did the skin trick, which I learned from Crafty Mama Diaries, Helen, and the clickable pen is perfect. Yeah, I kind of like it. Here's the thing I worry about is that because it's exposed to air all the time, is it going to be hard to like get flowing? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's the thing I would worry about. Because when I remove the little, there's that little stopper thing when it comes to you new, but once you take that off and it's exposed to air all the time, it's not flowing super well. But I am live, and things go wrong when you're live all the time. Just use a light hand, says Meg. Okay, I know, but okay, well that does help a little bit. I'm not light-handed. Okay, well they have the retractable, and they have it in several colors. So I'm definitely gonna use these white gel pens. And like I said, folks, if you see your black glaze pen anywhere for sale, buy it while you still can if you like it, because I mean, when you buy the black, it's gonna come like this too, where it's got, you see how this has like a little plastic nub on that? That's to prevent it from drying out, prevent the tip from drying out. So the black glaze pen, you could buy a bunch, and if you leave that thing on it, it should last, and it'll be just fine. Hey Dawn, welcome. Oh, and for friends who are okay, bye Carrie. Ooh, she's putting up her new shelves. Yay! Can't wait to see Carrie. That's Carrie Rhodes. She was watching over on Instagram. She goes live with Trinity Stamps. Oh, I should show, I don't know if I'm gonna craft, friends, but let me show you what I got as a thank you from Tanisa, who is the owner of Trinity Stamps, which is another local store to me, online shop. So Tanisa let me pick out some fun embellishments to craft with. I thought these were cute. So they just had a release that's all about like get well, and there's like the really fun soup can, and then there's fun emoji faces. And so, if wherever you're watching from, I'm gonna start doing giveaways of stuff. But you have to be watching me from YouTube to to enter the giveaway. So let me get set up. The first giveaway is going to be Trinity, because Tanisa gave me something to give away. So Trinity Stamps, and then I have something extra that I can give away. So okay, let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, here we go. So this just released, and you can use it with the circle shaped card, which on its own will make a cute shaped card, but has like the glaze and, you know, stuff for a donut. So this came out some time ago, and I already had it when I guest designed that release, but Tanesa didn't know that, and she sent me this a new set. So I'm going to give this away as one giveaway to somebody. And so it helps you to make basic, I mean, you can use, it's pretty versatile. You can use it for anything. It's a circle shaped card, and I can measure it for anyone who wants to know. This is 4 1/4 wide. So probably 4 1/4 all the way around. And it's going to work perfectly for an upcoming release later this April, but recently released, and I'm not giving this away, friends. I'm keeping this. But I'll give this away. I'm keeping this. It was Tanesa let us pick out a couple things, and so this is what I picked out because it just came out. This is the base emoji builder, and so you've got all of the smiles for to make emoji faces, including the little eyeglasses, different eyes, different, these are like the little sweat tears. It could be whatever, little squinty eyes, all the things, little mouths, different smiles. And then you can get this, which is sick and tired emoji builder. So this is like an add-on to the emoji builder. So you have the mask, you've got like a little thermometer, you know, like, you know, a little face that's, and all of these are designed to go on top of the circle shaped card. So this is what I'm giving away. These I'm keeping to craft for myself. Sorry, friends. But if you get this, if you win this, then just know that there's going to be lots that you can craft with. And that's one of the things that I love with Trinity, is that this released, I don't know, like months ago, but it's nice that they keep adding new releases that actually build on it. So for a chance to win, let me type it out. For a chance to win the circle shaped card die set, type that. So if you are watching on Instagram, come find me on YouTube, excuse me, and you can enter, because you need to be on YouTube watching. And also, let's see, let me get my giveaway prize claim form ready too. So I'm gonna pick winners before we end the stream. And I actually have something else that I'm gonna give away from Trinity also. So get all of your hashtag Trinity Stamps in the live chat, and you're gonna be entered for both. So if you don't win this one, you'll still be in for a chance to win the next one. Okay, so I'm watching this. All right, so 10. All right, so yep, keep those entries coming. I'll keep an eye on that, and then see, is that better? 11. All right. Okay, so the booth, by the way, if you've seen any of my photos and whatnot that I've shared, the Trinity Stamps Pear Blossom booth was out of this world. It was pretty pretty darn amazing. um, if you've seen photos, I'm not giving anything away, but it was space themed. And oh darn, Carrie, are you still here? Carrie. Okay, well, I'm just going to show it. um, no, they got a booth prize, but I think it was like an honorable mention or something. I'm not 100% sure, but they should have won. Because I don't know. T might know because she's on the team and she probably got the word straight from the team. My understanding was they didn't, but they did get like a judge's award or something like that. Okay. So Regan saw it on Aaron Reed's Live. Okay, yeah. So, you've seen all of this. It was space themed. And this was the make and take. So I'm just going to, pretend after this live, just pretend you didn't see this. Because this is not out yet. But this is what folks who sat down for the make and take, what they got to make and bring home with them. So I love how well, Amanda and Tanisa are such good friends. And so they had the booth together. The make and take features products from both of their companies. And this was, a lot of fun too. I'll be honest, I didn't really help with the make and take. I helped set up the booth, I helped tear down the booth, but I was kind of useless the rest of the time. Sorry, Amanda. Sorry, Tanisa. Yeah, isn't it cool? It's pretty awesome. Yeah, the selfie, it was pretty, I think it was a good draw because a lot of people, came by, they liked taking their photos there, and they had like a UFO. If you haven't seen my, hey, Jean, make sure it's all one word. Hashtag Trinity Stamps all together. If it's not one word, it's not going to count. So just type it in again, my friend. They had like this UFO, and if you haven't seen it, there was like a UFO pretty high up on the wall, a custom divider wall that they built to divide their two sides, because it's two separate businesses, Pear Blossom Press and Trinity Stamps, but they worked together so well and planned the space so well. It was really, really amazing to see. And the UFO, because it was so high, you could really spot it from like all over the place. So it was a great draw. And then, so lots of people took selfies there, and it was pretty fun to see. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let's draw for this winner. I see 15 entries. So let's see. This is for the circle shaped card, and US only, friends. Lori, congrats, you won. Yay. All right, Lori, I have, you've won stuff from me before, right? I'm pretty sure. But I have this for you. Congrats, friend. Okay, Lori, hit this link, lvhandcrafted.com/claim prize. And please claim your prize by the end of this weekend, by Sunday. And then I can try to get it out to you on Monday. I owe a lot of other people's stuff too. So I'm going to try to pack everything this weekend and send it all out on Monday if I can. So, Lori, are you still here? Oh, you are here. Yay. Yeah, you've won stuff from me, but still fill this out and then let me know what you won. So you know how the form asks, you know, what was the prize? Like, tell me in on that form that you won the Trinity Stamps circle-shaped card die set. That way I know what to send you. And I use the prize claim form as a reminder to myself who I owe who I owe prizes to. All right, so oh hey Norma, hi Patty, welcome everybody. Okay, so Trinity number 2, Trinity giveaway number 2 is this. Y'all, you're gonna win this before I don't even know that you can buy this, to be honest, because this was their freebie at the booth. So if you haven't already, if you did it already, don't worry, you're in still. But same hashtag. Just put into the chat, and you have to be on YouTube. Trinity Stamps. Hashtag Trinity Stamps. So if you already did it, don't worry. You're still in. I'm just gonna draw another. I'll show you if you need proof. So there's still 14 entries here. So if you already put it in before, you're still in it for this one. But if you are just joining now, like then yes, go ahead and put hashtag Trinity Stamps, and you can be in for a chance to win this. It's espresso terrestrial. Gosh, that's really hard. Oh, it's okay, Meg. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, even if you put it in multiple times, it only counts you once. But I just wanted folks to know, if you'd already put it in, you don't have to do it again if you don't want to. I know, right? Bean blast, that should be, yeah. So this is an extra. Tanisa handed me one, and she was like, do you want a second one to do any sort of like little giveaway on your channel? I said, yes, please. I'll do that. So this is for you all, courtesy of Tanisa. Wait, hold on. Before I make that promise, let me make sure I have mine. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, I'll give it away. But yeah, so that is for you all. And so just take a moment, and you know what's really sweet? Oh yeah, I should tell you about the other stuff that's getting spammed to the chat. But I wanna shout out Sarah Clark. So I met her at the Artist Spree booth, and she was helping do I think make and takes, demoing at the actual booth. I only helped Artist Spree at that evening event, the Product Palooza, but they had a class, and they had the 4 booth, 3.5 booth days, and so Sarah was there when I was there to help set up the Artist Spree booth, and she didn't even know me, and she handed me this little bundle of goodies, and I was blown away. Look how cute it is. It's this little book bag, and she was my first pin on my lanyard. Also, Sarah's studio, Sarah Creates Studio, and this little thing was so cool. I don't know if she bought it like this, but look, there's like a little emery board if you chip a nail or something. Look at this. There's like a little spritzer with, I guess, lavender to help you sleep. If you're traveling and you're finding it hard to sleep. A little emergency, because if you're traveling, you feel like, oh, you might be coming down with something. Just have a little bit of this. And look, it says pour in your mouth, no water needed. A little bit of ibuprofen in case, too much peopling and you need a little You need a little something for like a headache. I don't know. Little. This is like the best little care kit. A little hand sanitizer. And there were 2 things of Tic Tacs. I already had one, and then I was using it all the time. So I pulled it out of this. There was even like a little mini Blistix, lip balm. Oh my gosh, it was like the sweetest thing ever. And I didn't know. Okay, folks, this is how like newbie I am. I did not know that you're supposed to come with pins to do like an exchange of pins. I could have made Crafty Fun with Friends pins or something, because if you look at any of the photos I posted, I screen printed 4 Crafty Fun with Friends t-shirts so that I could wear a different t-shirt every single day. And I have a button press. I could have easily done a little button for like Crafty Fun with Friends or LV Handcrafted, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But I didn't know. And I didn't have, and I'm local, so technically I could have come home and made a bunch, but I don't have the small, it's funny, I don't have the small size button of the button press. I have the medium and I have the large. Is this medium? Oh, I don't even know what size this is. I should have checked. I know I have large, and I think I have the medium buttons. But yeah, I know. I'll know for yeah. I feel bad though. Yeah, it is really sweet, isn't it? And she didn't even know me, and she was like, she just handed one to me. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I don't know how many you have, but I just thought she was so kind. It was really nice of her. I felt super bad because I just didn't have anything. I didn't even have a single button to give to her. So I felt really bad. And then I felt like unprepared about this whole button thing. This whole button deal. But I did meet Erin Reed. Oh yeah, if you guys saw, she came by the Artistry booth, and she's got like a release with Artistry. And so I had so few buttons. And Sarah knows Erin, I think, pretty well. And Sarah was telling Erin that I didn't have buttons. So Erin makes eye contact with me, and she's like, come here. She's like, here, pick a button. So she let me choose a button. She had a good stash of them. She was prepared. But I got a couple more throughout the event. So this is from the Sakura folks, the Jelly Roll and the Micron folks. This he brought out of his super secret stash to give me. They weren't just, it wasn't like a little candy jar that he had out there for anyone to pick through. he personally handed me those. So I thought that was really nice. So yeah, now I know. Come with buttons, Lynn, next time. Maybe I need to find out what size this is. I feel like this would be the small, but I've got time to figure that out. So I should pick the winner of this. Did everybody get your entries in? I think everybody did everybody who wants to win this get your entries in. So that was hashtag Trinity Stamps. And you do have to be watching me here over on YouTube if you want a chance to win this. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick that winner. So again, shout out to Sarah Clark. Thank you so much, my friend. That's a really nice little... Oh, Dina. Hi, Dina. Dina, do you want to put hashtag Trinity Stamps for a chance to win this? It has to be one word, my friend. Don't put the space in there. No space. I'll keep it right now. It's at 16 entries. I'll keep an eye out. I won't do the drawing until I see it tick up to 17 for you. But so this is the freebie that, there we go. So this was the freebie that Trinity gave away to folks who came by the booth, and you can see it's coffee and space. Love that. And it's a little sneaky peek into a release that's going to be coming out later this month. And so let's pick our winner. Good luck, everybody. Oh, yay, I get to keep it. Congrats to me. I'm just kidding, friends. I'm pretty sure I took 2. So, let me pick a real winner. And if I didn't, I'll just ask Carrie for another one for myself. Oh, Linda, congrats. Oh, it didn't just like tick over. I wasn't watching it, but okay, congrats, Linda. You won. Okay, Linda, same for you. Please, I know you've won stuff from me before, I'm pretty sure. Please go to this. It's the same form. I just have a different link for it. But please go there and tell me the prize that you won. So in this case, it is just tell me it's the coffee spaceship, if you don't want to write out the actual name, but that's the actual name of the stamp set. Espresso terrestrial, or just say coffee space saucer. Just anything to let me know what it is you actually won, and that way I know what to send you. So lots of fun stuff, and I might include a little, well, maybe not the whole baggie, but I'll share my embellies also. I'll give you like a little sampler of embellies also. But just heads up, FYI. So this card set, for anyone who is looking at it and didn't win it and is intrigued by it, it does go with these emoji builders. And oh, I did find mine, so for sure have it. And so this set also is like a base foundational set for the upcoming April release as well. So later this month, keep your eyes peeled. Okay, so these are 2 giveaways. Alrighty, now what's next to share? Oh, okay. I also have, I thought maybe I would craft, but I don't think I'm gonna craft. I was gonna put together an emoji face, but I feel like the show and tell is more fun. Okay, so let me share with you this. Oh, actually, before I share this, hold on. Let me tell you about some stuff that has been flying in the chat. So let's see. What are all these messages I've been spamming you all about? Okay, so first is, if you are not on my newsletter, or anywhere else where I have shared this news, but guess what? Easy Wonder Die number 3 is coming out this summer. Yay! What are the Easy Wonder dies, you ask? Well, I'm not going to show you number 3, but let me show you 1 and 2, because if you sign up for to be on the wait list, so that you get, well, I'll tell you the perks really of the waiting list and what to expect when you sign up. But I think one thing that might motivate you to sign up for the waiting list is that one person's going to win both Easy Wonder Die 1 and Die 2 with their add-ons. That's 4 die sets valued at over $127 just to sign up for the wait list and indulge me as I tell you more about Easy Wonder Die number 3. So you do have to still be on my wait list and endure all of the email announcements and whatnot. I will pick a winner on June 15th and announce that to my newsletter. And that person will get the Easy Wonder Die number 1, which helps you to cut out your 6x6 pattern paper Die number 2 does the same thing. It's sized to cut a 6x6 sheet of paper. And when you cut it out, you're going to get a lot of these basic shapes that you can craft with and create some lovely cards. And as a starting place, you can always flip to the back of the packaging and you'll see a set of sketches that actually use all of the pieces that are cut out of this. And the Easy Wonder main dies have add-on dies. So this is the add-on for die number 1, and it has additional mats and layers for the pieces that are shown or highlighted in yellow, as well as some additional things like little hearts, a word die. This one has the word hugs. There are some sentiment deboss plates and little sentiment banners as well. So good news is that, so for folks who don't know, there was only one US-based die manufacturer, and they went belly up and closed their doors very suddenly. And that's where Not Too Shabby produced my original Easy Wonder dies made in the USA. And so Easy Wonder die number 3 was well in the ideation phase, and I had tested it myself, not as dies, but as just a cut file, and we were all set and ready. We even had samples made by the US manufacturer, and Jamie was testing the samples, and just about, thank goodness she didn't actually place an order and put any money into it. But she was just about to order number 3, like to stock it, and got the announcement that they were closing. So that kind of delayed things for a little bit, but she's found a new die company, and thank you to everybody who supported and purchased dies 1 and 2. It's she feels good about stocking these dies because they sold so well in the past. And so I'm really grateful for that. And I hope you all will support when Easy Wonder die number 3 comes out. And maybe spread the word a little bit because 1 and 2 are also getting restocked when number 3 comes out. And if you are a fan of Not Too Shabby and you're on their email list, you will have gotten the announcement that she's not really able to do coordinating dies with her stamp sets anymore because the minimum order is so high. It just does not really make good business sense for her because she would not be able to sell enough of it to really make money. So, but thankfully, because we had strong sales of 1 and 2, and because these are like very versatile, they cut your basic shapes. We all have, a stash of pattern papers we would love to smash, and these help you to do that. And so, so I'm really grateful that I still get to, see Easy Wonder die number 3 come out, and hopefully if that does well, maybe we'll see if we can continue with this line. So if you sign up for the waitlist, here's what you are going to get. One lucky person will win all 4 of the existing Easy Wonder dies 1 and 2 plus their add-ons. And if you're on my waiting list, you're going to get exclusive discounts. You're also going to get invited to secret sales events, and you'll be the first to buy, to be able to purchase Easy Wonder 3 before it launches publicly. And you're going to actually be able to purchase it at sort of the best prices. At launch, those deals aren't going to be available. So I'm doing secret early live stream pre-sales events. You'll know all about it. You'll be the first to know all about it. I'm going to tell everybody who's specifically on the waiting list, not my whole newsletter, but if you're on the wait list, you're going to get first announcements and first access and all of that good stuff. And I know Rebecca says, I missed them before. Yeah, if you missed 1 and 2 before, they are going to get restocked, and those will become available earlier, like before Easy 3 actually launches. And so stay tuned for that. Sign up for the waiting list. The link was highlighted and on screen earlier. But sign up for the wait list, and when inventory of 1 and 2 come in, I'll let you know. I'll ask Jamie if I can do a little promotion discount for you all as well, who are on the wait list. And I will, but one lucky person on June 15th is going to win all 4 of my previous die sets. So that's the deal with that. And I'll be sharing more sneak peeks and whatnot of the new Easy Wonder dies. Sneak peek number 3. Maybe later, Brenda. Yeah, I'm really glad they were able to find a new source too. That was pretty. We didn't know what would happen, and it's still, to be honest, it's still like a little bit of a risk, right? Because it kind of is a little bit of a bummer because she has to get them made overseas, which is not that big a deal. Most companies were getting their dies overseas, so I'm not concerned about like the quality of the dies, but more that the time it takes to ship. And then now we have to be concerned about tariffs and whatnot. So really, I don't think it's going to be any less expensive because of all of that's happening. Okay, so then the next thing I want to share before we do our next, this will be part of our next giveaway. So Dina says, I'm thinking several stamp companies will have to cut back on the amount. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Yeah, Dina, it's so hard to tell. I don't really know what all the fallout is going to be from all the stuff with the tariffs, but we're going to see something. I mean, it's the stamp companies, stamp and die companies. They can't absorb all of that extra cost. Hi, welcome, Jones 711. I'm late. We'll have to go back and rewatch your video. Oh, okay. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for finding. Okay, so folks, Sharpie had a booth, and check this out. These are their new paint pens. You don't have to shake them. You don't have to prime them. They're just ready to go. And they have this is a brush tip. So cool. So let me show you this. They are so funny at that booth. They have these little zip pouches, and they're like, grab a pouch and just fill it up. And every time I came by, because I was bringing other folks by because everybody wanted some, so they saw me multiple times, and every time they were like, the same person was there, they would be like, just take some more. So I took some extras to give away for you all. So let me show you what this is, and then I'll set up another giveaway for the paint, these paint pens. So these are kind of neato burrito because, like I said, they are paint markers. If you're familiar with, here, I have one. You guys familiar with the Posca markers? You know how you have to you gotta shake them up, to the little agitator ball? You gotta do that to get it to flow nicely. And then when you open it up for the first time, a new marker, that's gonna be white. You have to do the thing where you kind of press it to get it to start flowing. You don't have to do that with these. They're like ready to go. These are brand new. I haven't used them. And there's 12. Oh, bummer. I painted a little mini pot as a cow, as a white with brown spotted spots cow. I took a little selfie of me, Carrie, and Sarah Liz, but I didn't bring it up here. Look, see, Meg spotted it. 2 shades of teal, Meg. How much am I loving Sharpie for that decision? Like, come on. That is so awesome. Primed for fun. Yeah. Yeah, love that it doesn't require. Yeah. Gina says, those are awesome. No shaking. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the hashtag going, friends. Let's see. Where's my hashtag window? Let's do hashtag Sharpie. Let's give them some love. Okay, friends. I'll show. I don't have a full set to give away, but this is. I think they had a brown also. I thought there were 6. I think there's 6 colors. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. I mean 12 colors. 2, 4, 6. I think besides these. I thought there was also, I know there's a brown because I used brown to paint the little pot. But let me show you. I haven't used these at all. And see, there's already color right at the tip. And it's, okay, I can't do brush lettering, okay, but it is a brush tip, so you can, if you knew how to do brush lettering, you could maybe get fancy and do excuse me while I concentrate. All right, so that is on white. They also gave us, oops, oh, I just touched it. Oh, not 100% dry, folks. Give it a little bit. Okay. These are opaque because they're paint markers. So, oh my gosh, look how good it looks on black. So there you have it. How great is that? Well, Lori, Brenda, Meg, you all are so kind, but you know, close up is really not that great. But thanks for saying so. Okay, so friends, these are, let me show you the colors again. They do have, oh, let me do the white also, because I'm sure folks will want to know white on black, right? Here's the white. Dot, dot, dot. Pretty darn opaque, yeah? If you go fast, it's a little bit not so opaque, but yeah. Oh, Brenda, you're so sweet. So yeah, that's Sharpie. So if you want to win just like a little sample, I'm giving away 2 little samples. So but they also have these thicker, fatter markers. So these ones though, again, you don't have to prime. I'm opening it for the first time. But this is the like this is the more Posca style nib. If you're familiar. Oh, this is a Posca pen. That's why. Duh, Lynn. So let me see what this is. Yeah, this is. Oh, it's not quite as. It's a little bit more flexible than Posca. Okay, so this is the actual Sharpie one. That was Posca. And that's the thicker Sharpie pen. Okay, so and I got myself a couple. Of course I got myself the 2 teals. light teal, dark teal. All right, so get your hashtag Sharpie in. Let's give them some love. And if you do get them, I hope you'll, use them, share them, hashtag them. If you like them, buy some more. You know the drill, folks. Okay, did they say when these would be on the market? Linda, I'm so bad as an investigative, reporter. I didn't even ask. They might already be. I'll be honest. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is the actual giveaway, friends. I'm gonna give you 4 big markers. Oh wait, and 3 little markers. And I have 2 such bundles, but I just randomly put them in. Let me make sure these are equal. Oh, these aren't quite equal. So this has 4 big markers and 2 little ones. Well, I hope it's okay that they're not equal, even Stevens, okay? Sorry. I wasn't thinking about the giveaway. I just grabbed some random stuff. So one person's gonna get 4 and 2, and the other person's gonna get 4 big and 3 small ones. Sorry, I didn't plan so well to make these even giveaways, but I should have grabbed extra whites so that I could give you all, because white, I'm guessing you would use a lot, right? I just grabbed some random ones, folks. I'm sorry. Was not planning too far ahead. But let's see, I've got 13 people. I'm gonna draw one now. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, this might have to be US only, friends. Oh, just as I said that, I know Anne is not in the US. Okay, Anne, I'm gonna give you something else. So let me make a note. I'll give you like a gift code to shop my website for like an online class or something. Because I think shipping is gonna cost me an arm and a leg. I'm sorry, Anne. So let me just make myself a note. So I'm gonna give you a gift code to. So I do have some master classes that are coming up that have never before been seen. So let me give you a gift code so that you can get that for free. But I'm gonna pick two actual winners for this. I'm sorry, Anne. I know it's so unfair for international folks to be not included in so many things. Okay, so Jones 7-Eleven, congrats. If you are in the US, then one of these will be making its way to you. But what you need to do is go to the website that you see on the screen. It's lvhandcrafted.com/claim prize. So be sure to, oh good, you are in the US. Yay, congrats, friend. So be sure to fill that out by the end of this coming Sunday. And if you don't, then your prize is forfeited. And let me know that you won the Sharpies. Just put, there's somewhere on the form, it says, what's the hashtag? You can say hashtag Sharpie. And it'll ask you, what was I giving away? Just say Sharpies. That way I just know that I owe you some Sharpies. Okay, I'm going to pick the second Sharpie winner. Remember, Anne, I'm going to send you a gift code. So don't worry. I made myself a note and I'll email you. Okay, so good luck to everybody else who entered. Carol, congrats, Carol. Carol, are you still here? Yes, you are, because you said congrats to Anne. So congrats, Carol. You won the second Sharpie bag. So don't forget to claim it. And that way, all the same details. You know, give me your info so that I can ship it out to you. And tell me it's the Sharpies that you won. So I don't know. I know the bags are not even Steven, and I don't know who's going to get what. So one of you will get an extra marker. Okay, so that was Sharpie, which was, they were really fun. Every time we saw, they had like this little booth little table where we could sit and just like color these little mini pots. I shared it to my Instagram. I took a selfie with Carrie and Sarah Liz. I wish I'd brought it up so I can actually show it, but it was a lot of fun. We all painted little cow faces onto our little pot. Okay, so I also stopped by that booth. And you all know, if you watch me, I do love my Ohhoohoo markers. So I stopped by their booth, had a little chat with them, and all of a sudden they whip out this little goodie bag. So they've got some new brushes, new alcohol markers coming out. And let's see, what else did they give me? They have oh yeah, they're coming out with colored pencils. Look at that. This wasn't part of the goodie bag. I just asked if I could have. I'm shameless, friends. I know. They had a look at all of this. This is like a full set of something. Okay, we're gonna go through this together because I haven't even looked at this. What I played with at their booth is their new color pencils. I don't know when they come out or if they are already out. It's a set of 72. And these are actually pretty good. Their white is pretty darn good on black. It's pretty. I know, Carol. Why not ask? Exactly. I'm a super fan of Ohhoohoos, so you know I'm gonna talk them up even if they don't. But but I did tell them, you know, I like your pencils quite a lot. They layer. This is not the right paper for it, but I'll just show you. They layer pretty well. So if you go kind of light-handed, but I'm just going to keep going back and forth, same amount of pressure, but I'm just going to slowly kind of concentrate on, you know, this bottom part here. So you can kind of see, you can build up color, layer up the color pretty well until now I'll start to push. So look at that. So you can go really light pressure and get, you know, very light color, and then just layer, and then burnish and get something pretty solid. It's pretty good quality. It's not. And I gave them this feedback because I don't know, people were telling them, or maybe they were just saying it, but people were like, oh yeah, a lot of people say it's like super creamy. You know how like well, if you know color pencils, you know, but if not, usually Prismacolor pencils, a lot of people will often describe as being like really creamy and smooth. And whereas like your polychromos, from Faber-Castell are like a harder color pencil, and so they're not as soft and creamy. And the Ohhoohoo people were like, yeah, everybody's telling us how like creamy and buttery smooth it is, and I'm like, I mean, it blends really nicely, but it's not super creamy and buttery smooth. I give it to them, honest folks, because I think they deserve it. Because there's nothing, one's not better than the other. It's just whatever you like. Some people like the softer, more buttery Prismacolors, but they also come at a price because there's a lot of breakage with them. And the polychromos are a harder pencil, so you have to you work with them a little bit differently. You have to go with like a lighter hand if you want to build up the color. This is somewhere in between, and I think Carol, they said 72 in a set. So yeah, like creamy, buttery, smooth, it's all relative, right? If you're coming from polychromos, these are a little bit softer than a polychromo. If you're coming from Prismacolors, not so much. So, I'll kind of share. So these are my Faber-Castells. So these are the polychromos. So, okay, so we did that. So, and this isn't even the best like paper, and see how polychromos, I started with Prismacolors because they're more affordable. It felt like they're easier to blend because these, if you're blending multiple colors, you really have to use a lighter hand with these. But like you can really build up a lot of color, and then the final burnish you can get pretty solid. And look at that. Quite a lot of range just from one pencil, right? So that was Ohhoohoo's. This is Ohhoohoo also. I mean, once you burnish, you can get it pretty solid. But you can get anything in between. Just build up the layers. And yeah, so I did give them some pretty honest feedback. I like them a lot, but I'm just saying it's not like a creamy, but I almost think that's a better thing because I feel like I also gave them this feedback. I don't know if they appreciate it. They're like, okay, thanks, Lynn. Next. But these roll, which I guess is fine because, polychromos roll too. But if they put like a little bit of an edge, your pencils just won't roll away from you on your table. So, let's see. So let's play with the actual. So those 72, I don't know if they're going to come out with smaller or larger sets, but 72 is what they told me. Which I think is a lot. Hold on. If you want to see, let's see. I do have my Prismacolors here. See, I do use my Prismacolors, but okay, I just want to share this. So, see how short these are? See how short these are compared to these? It's not because I use them more. It's because of breakage when I color. And it's really annoying. Because, you're coloring, you're having a good time coloring, and then with softer tip, you have to sharpen it more often. And so if you get one of those pencils that has a lot of breakage, you end up like losing a lot of your pencil. So that's a big bummer. Yeah, I mean, this is super creamy. It doesn't take hardly any pressure to get to. This was almost like the same amount of pressure as I was doing this layering here, and it's already like super solid. So that's what I mean. That's how you can tell something's like soft, is you don't have to do that much pressure and you get nice, like a soft, you don't have to really burnish hard and you get like, so I think in terms of like, you know, if you like the more solid, you're going to want something that's softer so that you don't actually have to burnish and push hard to get that same amount of solid line as you would on with a harder pencil. That's been my experience. Jones says, I have color, Prismacolor, and I also have a lot of breakage. See, okay, yeah, it is not just you, for sure, not just you. Because I knew that going in, because if you like get, you know, read reviews about Prismacolors and stuff like that, that's probably like the #1 complaint. But it's their #1 complaint amongst people who have bought them like more recently. What I've heard is that like if you were with Prismacolor like way back when they started, their quality was different and they were produced a little bit differently somehow, to where breakage was not an issue, you know, in those early years. But they are, you know, they are now. Oh, hey, nerdy crafter. Hi, friend. Nikki. I met Nikki at the show. Hey, thanks for popping into my live stream. Peggy says they need honest feedback in order to be able to give us. Yeah, well, that, and, you know, I think, you know, I just have a hard, I mean, I'm fangirling when I meet them, but I just have a hard time, you know, I just have a hard time being anything but honest. But, and I know that's sometimes bad because I'm a little blunt sometimes too. So if you're ever interacting with me and I'm very blunt with you, I don't mean it to be mean. I just don't have the mental capacity to like, you know, be anything other than just really straightforward. I'm working on it. Oh, if you're a light-handed person, I think that's, these will be good, because you do, like, these and polychromos, you do need to have a light hand, if you want to, like, layer and layer and layer. Yeah, they do break in some, yeah, I found that too, Rebecca, and I don't know, do you think it's the color, or do you think it's just, like, how they made, like, maybe the wood or whatever, because, yeah, I found that some colors break and then others, you know, not so much. Okay, so let's see what else they gave me, because that wasn't even part of the goodie bag. So they gave me dual tip dot pens, and I think this is their journaling pens. Kumi Mi. So these are for journaling. I wonder if this is, and to be honest, I don't know if this is like a full set, but it looks like quite a lot of colors. Look at that. Oh my, these are all the same. Oh, this must be like a full set of something, of their journaling markers. Look at all the colors. So let me count it. Are there duplicates? Are these the same? No, they're not the same. 3, 5, 10, 15, 21? Oh, I think it's 20 and this is gold? I don't know. There's like 21 of these, I think, friends. Okay, so let's see what these are all about. Hey, let's grab our favorite color, teal. And by the way, there are some new alcohol markers coming out, and I spy a couple that I played with. Okay, so these are their dual tip dot pens. So here's the nib on this side. It's very rounded. I mean, they say it's a dot pen. So I guess you're supposed to do that, but I guess if you want to write with it, you can. Can folks tell me what is a dot pen? Do you guys know? Oh, this one's a fine tip. I mean, it's journaling markers. So presumably, you know, it's for your planners, for your journaling and stuff. Let's see. Would love to see the bleed. Oh, okay. That one's kind of messy. No, what do I do? Press harder to do check mark boxes. Okay. So like if I'm journaling and I do like a thing like that, am I supposed to do like boom like that? Doot, doot. Yeah, I know. Simon Says has them. Blick has them too. Brenda, and Office Supply, which is an office supply. It's called Office Supply, but it's an office supply store or website online. So far, that's where Office Supply has it at the best price. A 2-pack for $4 and change. Simon Says has a 2-pack for $5 and change, and Blick has one for $2 and change. So far, those are the options. I've seen them used in doodling art. Oh, okay. So yeah, I could see it for like, you know, if you do like mandala kind of art or like Zentangle, stuff like that. Okay, so Nikki wanted to see bleed through. Well, this paper is kind of nice. This was also from Sharpie, sorry. And no bleed through on the, but this is Sharpie. This is a Sharpie paper pad, and it's a little bit nice, a little bit on the thick side. So kind of cool. I'm gonna use this in my planner. So you have two ends to it. You got that dot end and the fine tip end. Okay, yeah, mandala. Okay. Amanda, the other one? What? What does that mean? Maybe it's using, okay, bullet journaling. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that's cool. Those are the journaling pens. It looks like quite a set there. Okay, so then this is their alcohol marker with their brush tip, yay, because that's the only one to really get, I feel, and their chisel tip. So a couple of new things that are happening. Did they give me one of each to... Oh, they did. Okay, cool. All right, so they have, so Honolulu markers are the ones that have a brush tip. And, oh, you're the other Amanda. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I don't know whose handle is what. Hi, Amanda. Amanda did the make and takes at the booth. Okay, so the Honolulu markers, if you are not familiar with the Ohhoohoo line, are their brush tip ones. So if you get Honolulu B, it's brush tip and plus fine tip, which is my preferred. So these are Honolulu Bs. You have a fine tip on one end and a brush tip on the other. And then if you do regular, like the first Honolulu markers that came out, it's brush tip and what they call a broad tip or a chisel tip. And they have these new ones coming out. Well, what did I do there? Oh, did I get that from here? When did I pick that up? Okay, so this is their regular Honolulu. So then they're going to have Honolulu S. And it's a soft chisel. So let's see. For comparison, that's fine tip. For comparison, okay. This is regular Honolulu with their regular tip, regular chisel. So it looks like this. And it's not bendy or anything. It's just, you know, your regular chisel tip, I think. But the Honolulu S has what they're calling soft chisel tip. Okay, so it's a little bit smaller. Here. This with the gray is soft chisel. And on the right is their standard. So let me, it's kind of hard to, it's going to be kind of hard to like tell you like how it feels different. That's why it's kind of nice to be at the booth. So there's like some flex, you know, oh, here, see, I can show you, see how it bends a little bit? The tip, it's like, it's bendy. See how it's bendy? It does bleed. But that's the difference. That's the soft chisel. I know I never use the chisel end either, but I like the fine tip Honolulu Bees. And Amanda, yes, they are refillable now because Ohhoohoo does a fabulous job of actually listening to their consumers, because for the longest time, you could not get oh, this is a gorgeous color. Do I have this? PB11. One sec, friends. Oh, I do have PB11. That's pretty. It's like a denim blue. Okay, so let me do this. So this is their regular chisel. See how I can't flex that. For whatever it's worth, if you like your chisel tip, which I think Meg might like chisel tip because she colors in the backgrounds. I don't know if Meg is still... Is Meg still here? Yeah, Cece, Office Supply Online, often, yeah. Yeah, you know what? You can get, you know the hammer mill paper that everybody loves so much, including myself? Office Supply tends to have them at the best price, I think. From my experience, I've seen them. Yeah, so that is, I just don't know what else. Okay, see, oh, I called out Meg's name in there, and then she responded. Yeah, I think you would like the soft, because you do the backgrounds, and you could probably figure how to use it effectively with its bendy nature. It does look a little finer, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so then the thing that I'm excited about, oh wait, what happened? Do I have, what happened to it? Oh, here, it's this one. This is Honolulu Plus, and it's their Supreme brush. It's so shiny. So here's why I'm excited. Hold on. Let me. So I signed up to be a tester for Ohhoohoo, and I got picked to test out their Honolulu Pro series. And I think what they did was just renamed it to instead of Pro. So I wasn't allowed to like share this with anyone, and so that's why I don't use it. But I am really glad because they never really followed up with us to let us know what happened and what was happening with the products. So I was glad that I was able to stop by their booth, because it looks like now they're calling it Honolulu Plus, and it's a brush marker, but a brush nib, but it's just, you know, upgraded a little bit, and it's really pretty nice. You can get some nice thin strokes from it. Of course, in Meg's hands, she could probably get even thinner strokes, but it's just a little bit more, let's see, let's just use them back to back. it's so hard to describe these things because see, this is a little bit stiffer, where the new one has a little bit more flex to it. And so let me see if I can get the thin strokes. This is a brand new marker, so I probably can. Almost as thin, right? This is my older marker, my well-loved marker, as you can tell. Let's see. It's harder to get like really, so you get more like teardroppy kind of, where these I can get really thin. That's plus. That's a brand new regular Honolulu. And this is my well-loved Honolulu. But you know, these tips, you can pull them out and then flip it if you wanna get a fresh tip. So, but they do sell fresh tips if you need them, and they sell refills, I think, in just about all the colors. Whereas before, when they started to do refills, it was by request, the colors, and now I think it's you know, and I honestly don't know with the new plus and with the soft chisel, I don't know if it's going to be in all the colors, but in any case, the Honolulu markers, I think right now it's 320 colors, but if you get just like their art markers, which are like the bullet nib and the chisel nib, they have like over 500 markers or marker colors. I don't know if they have any new colors coming out. So yeah, that would have been a good question to ask. Guys, I am so like, I was there and I was just soaking it all in, and I really wasn't thinking about making content for my channel and getting the scoop on anything. I would be a terrible reporter. You know, I didn't know. I didn't ask any of the good questions. Yeah, so I don't know when it comes out. I don't know if it's already out. I just sat at their booth and just played with their colored pencils for a good long time because that was the new thing, and I just really wanted to test. I should have asked for a white color pencil because I was kind of impressed by their white. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I don't know if there are new colors coming out, and I don't know if these new tips are out in all the colors. But yeah, that is the one I'm really excited about. Oh, with the new brush tip. Yeah. Have I refilled any? Well, okay, so here's the thing. I have not, but partly that is because before they started to do the refills, I ran out of a couple colors, and then because I couldn't get a refill, I bought like the smallest set of, you know, whatever that had that particular color. And so I've been kind of just freshening up with that second set. So I actually haven't had to actually refill any of my markers, but I'm not if you look at my cards on my Instagram, for example, not a lot of them have coloring in them. So I don't really color as much as, say, Meg. Meg, I think, refills her markers pretty often. So, yeah. Wow, I love these new. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes. Okay. Yeah, so the new ones are going to be, they have a little bit more flex to them. I think they're really nice. You can get a nice, I'm excited by this. You can get really nice fine lines. So, hey, exciting news for you all. I have a second set to give. So, let me get the hashtag for that. This is a giveaway. And let me see, I think you're gonna get all of the things. You're gonna get in this, you'll get these 3 colors in the alcohol markers, and then the other journaling pens. So you're gonna get 1 plus, Oh, you're gonna get 2 plus markers. Oh, dang. Well, you can let me know what you prefer. These are the colors. So whoever wins this, you can either let me know if you want the 2 plus markers in these colors, or if you wanted to try that soft chisel in this. So, okay, let me set up that giveaway, give you all some time to get the hashtag and share your love of Ohhoohoo, friends, because they are awesome. Hashtag Ohhoohoo. Okay, so if you would like a chance to win this marker pouch, which has their journaling pens. It looks like a full set of them, guys. I mean, looks like a full set. So put into the live chat, Ohhoohoo. And I apologize. This is going to have to be US only. Shipping's a lot, even to the US, friends. I like to give these giveaways, but I don't like to, you know, I need a sponsor. I need like a shipping sponsor or something. Does USPS do sponsorships? And then whoever wins, just tell me in the chat and I'll swap them out. But whoever wins, I don't know if you want to try the soft chisel or if you want both 2 plus markers. But there's 3 alcohol markers. You're gonna get like a Honolulu marker, which is brush and broad, so that's Honolulu A, or and then 2 of the Honolulu plus. Or if you prefer, I can swap out and give you my Honolulu S for the soft chisel. I'll pick a winner and you'll just let me know in the chat, and I'll do the swaps, the swappity swap, and then make sure I label which one I'm giving away. Okay, so I'm gonna let you all put in those hashtags, and let me tell you about some more stuff going on. So, for anybody joining late, I did already give my Easy Wonder die number 3 spiel. Okay, hey Brenda, are you here? Is Brenda still here? Let's see if she did the Ohhoohoo hashtag. I think she is. Okay, Brenda, are you ready? Don't blink. Okay, this is for you. That was Easy Wonder die number 3. Hope you didn't blink, Brenda. You asked for a sneaky peek, and I did a flyby of Easy 3. Okay, sign up for the waiting list if you want more sneaky peeks and more announcements for special sales, first chance to buy, all of that jazz. Okay, so let me tell you about this. Crafty Stamp Company has been putting out some amazing, fun card kits, card making kits. So if you like to get like a little, subscription, you don't have to, you can get a one-off, but if you actually subscribe to their kit, then you'll get a nice discount, a couple of extra freebies like embellishments or the free little extra that they'll include. But basically their Crafty Crew kits have a couple of 4x6 stamp sets, a playback at slower speed. Well, thankfully with this like vertical stream, you can't really you know, see the whole thing. So the what was I gonna say? Oh, the Crafty Crew kit is a couple stamp sets, a paper 6x6 paper pad, I think a stencil, and it's a lot of crafty goodness. And the way that the Crafty Stamp Company works with their new releases, but with their kits particularly, is you do have to pre-order. So you have to sign up and pre-order first. Oh, yay, I do have a card here. Okay, sorry. Here, this give you a theme. This is one of the stamp sets, and there's a second stamp set with Meadow, who is their little well, she's one of the owners, but she's the owner's daughter, who's a co-owner of the company, but she has like a little character that they illustrate. So the second stamp set has her in her little chef's uniform, and then the second stamp set has the little piggies. So that's the theme. These are the patterns from the paper pad, and so you do have to pre-order though if you want this, and the kits are exclusive. They are not going to be released to the general public outside of the kit for at least 6 months, or if not longer. So the only way to get it is to get it through the kit. You can, as I mentioned, you can just do a one-off. Now, the nice thing about subscribing though is that it's not every single month. It's every other month. So you're not having like this hit your budget every single month. So you get a couple months to like play with all of the things in the kit. And that's one thing that I really like about how they're doing their subscription kit, because it gives you plenty of time to actually use, all the good stuff. No, the die is not part of it. The die, this is a Spellbinders die that just released. And so that they don't actually do dies, Crafty Stamp Company, but here's some good news for folks who have electronic cutters. They give you free SVGs with the stamps. So you have the SVG cut file for all of these little stamped images, and they just throw that in for free. And so while they don't produce dies, coordinating dies, you do, if you have something like the Cameo, the Cricut, or the Brother Scan and Cut, then you can use their cut files to cut out the stamped images. So that's really cool, right? And it's not, can you put up, oh yes, I can. Here it is. Am I able? I don't know why I can't copy and paste, but there it is. Amanda. And so, heard you were the Funfold Queen. So that's the Crafty Crew kit, and so pre-order ends April 15th. So if you think you might like this, visit this website. Click links to this will have been in the live chat if you have to scroll back a little bit, but it looks like this. Crafty Stamp Company. This is my affiliate link. If you do shop, it's going to give me a little bit of a commission, so thank you in advance. You can buy the kit one off, or you can subscribe, and if you subscribe, it's every other month. So that way, like I said, I feel like that's nice because it kind of gives you time to craft with. The supplies, you get nice 2 months before some new product hits your doorsteps, and it's like affordable so that you're not like having that hit your budget every month. So I feel like that's kind of nice. It gives you plenty of opportunity to still shop other brands and whatnot. And while they don't do coordinating dies, they do have the free SVG cut files so that you can cut them out if you have something like the Cameo and whatnot. So April 15th on this one, friends. Don't let that date go by you without at least checking it out. So I hope you'll at least check it out and look at what all is in the release, because I don't have it all to share with you. But do take a look and see if you might like it, and that way you don't miss out, because it's going to be exclusive until at least I think she said 6 months. I'm afraid a lot of companies may have to go that route. Yeah, and they're kind of the first ones doing it, I feel. So but then that means that I don't know how many friends, how many of you have like an electric cutting machine though? Does everybody here have like a Cricut or a Silhouette Cameo, or what's the other one? Brother Scan and Cut? Tax day. Yeah. See, I wonder how, because those machines are kind of an investment too. They're sort of spendy, right? Um, but if more and more, oh, okay, we've got some no's. We have a lot of yeses. Wow. Okay. This is a nice little, oh, Jones, you've got both a cricket and a cameo. Yeah, Fluffle Bun. I do love that, like that nice beveled edge that the die gives you. Cricket, Cricket. Meg, you need to bring out your scan and cut and play. Meg, here's my only and for Carol who's thinking about getting one. Okay, your brother's scan and cut, it has a standard mat and it has a light grip mat. And the light grip mat is for like thinner things like paperweight paper. Whereas your standard mat is going to be just fine with like cardstock, lightweight cardstock. Don't stick paperweight paper onto your standard mat because it's going to stick. And it's no bueno on your mat. And I think I ruined my mat. But I still use it. I just tape everything down now because it's lost its stick. I tape everything down with a little bit of Scotch tape when I run it through. So it's not ruined, but it's just that the mats are really expensive because they're proprietary and they have like a special barcode or whatever. And so you have to use their mats and their mats are expensive. Hey everybody, did everybody put hashtag Ohhoohoo? Ohhoohoo. I got a fun selfie with Carrie and the guy at the Ohhoohoo booth. They were really fun. All right, so last call on the Ohhoohoo. 18 entries. Okay, maybe everybody who wanted to be in is in. Okay, so I'm not the only one that does this. Only use the standard mat after a few times. Yeah. I mean, it's fine as long as it has like the special barcode or whatever. You're gonna be fine. But so I keep using my older scan and cut mats. Oh, but will it work on the scan and cut? It'll still work because I thought. So here's what I thought. I thought it needed the special barcode so that it knows, because I've got the scan and cut that has the, like, you don't even have to tell it how, it just automatically detects like how thick or how much pressure it needs to, exert to cut through. And when you when you run something through, let's say this is the cutting blade, right? It goes zzz, and then it like touches down just the mat by itself, and then it moves over to a spot on your cardstock, and then it goes down and touches your cardstock. And I thought maybe that was measuring like the depth or whatever, so that it knows the difference between the two, and it knows how much pressure. It's one of those auto blade, I think is what it's called. Yeah, definitely learn from my mistakes, and I like to share my mistakes so you can all learn from them too. Okay, no, it's just so you use their mats. Yeah, I know. Well, that's lame. That's really lame. At least with Cricut, you can get like other off-brand mats for cheaper. I don't like that. Like they've locked you into using their brand stuff with the proprietary barcode. All right, friends, I only have one of these to give away, so I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, US only, friends. Sharing is caring, indeed. US only, so let me know if you're not US so that I can actually draw a second winner. But good luck to everybody. And don't worry, if you don't see your name, StreamYard has said that they can't necessarily show like everybody's names, but Dina, hey Dina, congrats. You just won the Ohhoohoo pouch of journaling markers and a couple of their alcohol markers. So congrats, friend. So Dina, let me know. Do you prefer 2 plus markers with the Supreme brush? Do you prefer 2 plus Honolulu plus, or would you prefer to swap out one of the Honolulu plus for a Honolulu S and get that test out that soft chisel? So Dina, let me know. Let me know in the chat now. Like, not right this instant now, but you know, let me know. And then I'll drop the correct ones into, well, you're gonna get this anyway, so this is just their regular Honolulu. And then your choice is going to be brush tips. Okay, both the Supreme brush tips. All right, so that's gonna be for you. Now, I know it sounded so bossy when I said it a second ago, so that's what I mean, friends. I'm very blunt. Okay. Dina and everybody else who won something, if you haven't already, please hit that link that's on screen now. It's lvhandcrafted.com/claim prize, and fill that out. So Dina, I'm answering your question right now. So you want to go to this URL, this website, lvhandcrafted.com/claim prize. If you need a clickable link, just scroll back up. It's I think Streamlabs should have been dropping the links at least a couple times, and so you can find it, or you can just type it out. It's pretty easy. lvhandcrafted.com/claim prize. Fill out that form. This goes for everybody. Fill out that form by the end of this coming Sunday. And let me know what it is you won. So Dina, you won the Ohhoohoo anything, so that I know what to send you. So I'll set this one aside. So we've given away a lot of stuff, friends. So we gave away this Ohhoohoo marker set. Thank you to Ohhoohoo for sharing the goodies. 2 Sharpie marker pouches. Let me put this all in one place so that I don't lose anything. We gave this away earlier, and we gave away the little, where's the little stamp set? We gave away the little coffee space stamp set too. So, all right. That one's mine, so hopefully I find the one I'm planning to give away. Okay, let's get myself a little bit organized here. So I think, let me look around what else I have. So I did play with other stuff, but I don't think I have anything else to actually give away. Oh, let's just do one more giveaway while we're at it. And I'll show you something even though I don't have it to give away necessarily. So that is that. Oh, let me show you. Where is... Okay, I'm gonna give that away. Altenew was giving away a little stamp set too. So, yeah, friends, you know, when you guys get me on these live streams and I start giving stuff away, I just like to just keep going. So, Altenew. And then later I see how much it costs to ship and I'm like, oh, can somebody sponsor my shipping costs? All right, friends, let's share some love for... Oh, Carol, thanks for requesting that. Yes, I can. But let's share some love for Altenew. So hashtag Altenew, and I'm going to send somebody this. It's the Clematis Montana little stamp set, 2x3, I think. Is that 2x3, friends? I think so. So Altenew has been very kind to me. I didn't get to meet my contact. She wasn't at the show, but Altenew sponsored last month's coloring challenge in my Facebook group. They donated 2 $15 gift certificates, and I thought that was really sweet of them. That's the first time a challenge has been sponsored in my Facebook group, so I thought that was really generous of them. They have sponsored a Coloring with Meg class, which was really awesome as well. So I swung by their booth hoping to get to meet the person who, I chat with to coordinate all of those things, but she wasn't there. So unfortunately, I didn't actually get a chance to meet her, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I want to give them some love. And so for swinging by their booth, they did give me this, and I'll just pay it forward and I'll send it to one of you. So just drop hashtag Altenew. And when you get it, I hope you'll craft with it and tag Altenew, tag me, give them some love, shout them out, let them know that you think they're awesome. Yeah, Altenew is very supportive of creators, and so it is very sweet of them because I'm like not even that big of a creator, and they and Meg and I just started coloring with Meg. We weren't even like I think their class was maybe the third and fourth class we'd ever done, so it was really sweet of them to kind of get to support us in that way. And then they ran a marker promotion, like a sale on some of their markers, and they reshared. I don't know if Meg, you saw this, but they reshared the Coloring with Meg class that we did. And so that was sponsored by them. So really, really awesome of them. And I've been a fan ever since of their alcohol markers as well. And yes, they did give me some when they sponsored Coloring with Meg, but I've been slowly buying them up also. So you know how that is. I love Altenew and their products. Yeah, me too. They're awesome. Yeah, I thought I tagged you. I thought I reshared it and tagged you. Maybe I didn't. Did I not? It was like they were having a sale on their zero marker, and Meg taught 2 classes on the colorless blender. And so so they reshared your class, Meg, which I thought was so awesome. Okay, so while you guys are getting that in, I stopped by a booth and they had they sell handmade papers, gorgeous handmade papers, and they only sell to businesses, so we can't directly order from them. But they have this, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's washi tape with actually like strong adhesive. So not low tack adhesive that we're used to with washis, but like an actual adhesive. So if you were to like stick this down onto a card, you wouldn't have to, how sometimes if you're crafting with washi and you want to actually put it down onto your card, you would maybe run some liquid adhesive behind it because washi is pretty low tack. This is actually like pretty sticky, and you won't need extra adhesive. It's actually a good glue adhesive, meant to be, I mean, I know some washi is meant to be like low tack like that, but this isn't your hold down your dice when you die cut washi. This is more like you could actually stick this on a project and not need extra adhesive to really hold it down. So I don't have an extra of this to give away, but I just wanted to share this because they did give it to me. And I didn't do a very good job of promoting them because I actually don't really know their name off the top of my head. It's quite a blur, folks, the whole convention. A little bit of a blur. But in any case, they don't do direct to consumers. So they only like wholesale out to other folks who retail. Yeah, exactly, Amanda. Yeah, you don't use you wouldn't use this too. It's a little too sticky for holding down dies, but great to craft with though. So friends, if you haven't already, I am giving away this, which I picked up at the Altenew booth. So if you have not already, be sure to put hashtag Altenew in the live chat. And if you are watching on Instagram, you do have to be over here on YouTube in order to enter. Oh, that's smart. No, it does not. It's all blank inside. So, oh no. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. I left my card everywhere I could leave a card, but I did not take in as many cards as I left behind, I don't think. But yes, so I thought they were kind of a fun booth. And let's see, I stopped by another, I think they do more of what's it called? Like I think they're like I don't know if they sell to everybody, but I know a lot of, they're like more of a distributor because they will pick up like a lot of this is from the Notions business, their booth, but the demo was Lisa Horton. And so this is a Lisa Horton 3D embossing folder and a gel. Oh man. See, if I don't write things down, I don't really know. But look at that. Okay, is this out yet, friends? You know, if I ever go to another one of these, I promise you all, I'll ask better questions and not just like, I really just went there and just played at the booths. And we're like, oh, you got cool stuff I can play with? Well, let me play with all the things. So this very nice person was demoing this at the Notions booth, but she was demoing for Lisa Horton, and it was these kind of like a shimmer, like a, you know, cosmic shimmer. It's kind of like those things. It's like a paste almost, but you can kind of see like how much of that mica. I don't know if it's, I'm checking the Lisa Horton website real fast to see if it's available, but I don't see it. So maybe it's not out yet. But it is one of her 3D embossing folders, and they have like, it's part of a collection that's like the full, like the florals of the month. So there's like 12 of them, one for each month. But see how it's got all of that shine, like mica pearlescent shine? It is not their interference ink. This is actually a it's like a almost like a paste. So I think I use like a brush to, you know, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. This was day 1 of walking around. By the end of day 2.5, it was all blur. I think it actually might have been an ink, like an ink pad, but it was not in terms of form factor, but it was not their interference, like their Cloud 9. It was not that. But I remember doing, you know, this business when I don't have an ink pad here. Pretend. Okay. I remember doing like just very lightly. So I remember doing that when I was playing. So I think it's the form factor is in an ink pad, but it's like a shimmer. Isn't that pretty? Super pretty. But sorry, I'm so bad at getting the names and release dates and number of colors and stuff like that. Next year, I'll do better at this, friends. Okay, so wait, let me see now that, let's see if I look at their ink pads. I'm just gonna go on their website and see if I can find it. It might be that. It might be what you're saying, Amanda. They're metallic. Oh, everything is Cloud9, I guess. So yeah. Oh, it could be this. Just bring it up on my phone. Could be these. Might have been those. I'm not too sure, but don't quote me on that. But they were fun to play with. And she's also got, I don't know what happened to that panel. She also embossed this like iridescent mirror cardstock that they sell in 12 by 12 as a, I think it's like 12 sheets or something in a pack. That was gorgeous stuff too. That was really fun to see also. All right, so let's pick up, let's see who won this Altenew stamp set. And good luck to everybody. Oh, maybe, okay, Peggy says, I did hear the metallic pigments are coming out in colors. So maybe that was it. Okay, Patty, congrats. Oh, is Lori leaving? Okay, bye, Lori. You're very welcome for everything. Thanks for hanging out and joining this impromptu live stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Patty, congrats. You won the Altenew stamp set. And so here's that link again. LV Handcrafted / claim prize. It's the same form as always. I don't think you've ever won anything I've given away, but it's just a newer, easier to remember, hopefully, URL for future winners of my giveaways. So congrats. Just make sure that you fill that out by the end of Sunday, and I will aim to get this in the mail to you by Monday. Okay, so there was a request, a very kind request, so thank you for the, now I forget who asked, but thank you for the person who asked about Easy Wonder Dies number 1 and 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, I wanted to also, I saw it pop up in the chat. Did everybody see my first look video of the Pear Blossom Press Card Maker T-square ruler? This is pretty cool, friends. So this is released just in time for Creativation. Amanda from Pear Blossom Press, she actually sneaky peeked it on Crafty Fun with Friends back in January, and that they were at the time like prototyping it and getting samples tested and all of that jazz. And now, well, it was available for sale on April 1st, I think, and it sold out fast, but she already has another huge order coming in. And so you can order now. It's on back order right now though. And so if you order now, I'm not too sure exactly when the inventory will arrive, but you know, Jennifer McGuire shared about it. So so Amanda sold out of that initial stock pretty fast. Because, you know, if Jennifer McGuire's, you know, shares something, it's going to sell out. Oh, yay, Peggy's going to get hers tomorrow. Woo, woo. Awesome. Okay, so if you did not see this, let me tell you a little bit about it. So, a T ruler, your basic T ruler has like a little bit of a lip, a little bit of extra plastic here, so that you can, you know, kind of, it butts up against your paper, and then it enables you to get this perfect 90-degree line. And in practical terms, when might you use that? Well, let's say you're, let's kind of get rid of this. So let's say you are making a card and you just want to line up like your sentiment across and get it nice and straight. So I'm just going to draw a white line. So this helps you to make that, you know, perfect 90-degree line. And if you line up, want to line up your sentiments, you can do that. If you want to do fun things like actually draw out a little pattern, you know, you can. And you can get something that's perfectly perpendicular. So that's your basic, you know, T ruler. This has some pretty cool innovations that make it, I think, pretty unique and also very useful for card makers. So for one, it's a little bit, you know, smaller than, you know, it's like half the length of mine. So this is my standard one, which goes out to 12 inches at the end. So you can see this is considerably shorter, and it is very tailored to A2 size card makers, because what's cool is instead of a ruler, like a measuring ruler here, this is a centering ruler. So you see zeros in the middle. And if you look at this, this side, you can see it goes out to 2 3/4, 2 3/4. So 0 marks the center of your 5.5 inch edge of an A2 size card. Now look on this side, you see the measurements only go out to 2 1/8, 2 1/8 with 0 in the center. That marks the middle of your 4 1/4 inch edge of an A2 size card or panel. And so you have centering guides for both long and short edges of an A2 card. And then the pink dots here are for folks who like to have their layouts according to, like, you know, the rule of thirds, and the, you know, if you like to kind of lay things out in, you know, sort of that grid format and whatnot. That's what these dots are. So this marks, you know, splits your 5.5 into thirds, and this splits your 4 1/4 into thirds. So let's see if I get, so let me show you an A2 card base. So here we have A2. And so you see how on this bottom edge here goes right up to that short edge. So now if you want to line up like a sentiment or anything, that marks the center. And those marks, the pink dots, are a third. And then similarly, if you want to do along the 5.5 inch edge, then you have the center going this way, and you have your 2 dots for thirds. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, you also have another bit of genius. This was a suggestion by journey coach Jen Gross. She suggested to do these 1/2 inch jigs and a 3/8 inch jig. And so what, oh yeah, don't worry about that. I have the, Amanda, I have the Trinity ergonomic bone folder. Love it. So the jigs help you to actually have the perfect 3/8 inch border all the way around. So if I line this up on the inside of the T-square, and if I cut it down to the right size, then it will give me the perfect, and I've crafted with this a couple times in on my channel. So I do have a couple, I have 2, actually my video that came out today for Not Too Shabby, I used this to get the perfect mat and layer for a 3/8, and if you flip to the other side, you can get the wider 1/2 inch border. So again, it's just got a bit of plastic and it's on the top. So you would flip it upside down to use the jigs for your borders. Then you slide your card base under the ruler and then it butts up against that extra bit of plastic. And then you take your mat and then you just do that and kind of line it up to the inside corner. And there you have that. So that you get that perfect, because a wider border can be a little bit harder to eyeball. And so that's why they did 1/2 and 3/8 of an inch. And so, so it's really great. So you can either use it, you know, like your standard T-square ruler, and you get some nice guides, the centering guide and the thirds, or flip it to the backside and use the 2 jigs for your 1/2 inch border or your 3/8 inch border. And you can get your perfect mats and layers for those wider borders, which can be a little bit harder to just eyeball. So, so pretty awesome. And I feel like the price point on it is really good too. So that you can, use my link above. It's a short link, so this will take you over to the Pear Blossom Press, but it'll have my affiliate link there. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's one of the things that I think Amanda and Micah, her husband, are just very good at, you know, engineering these things so that it makes our crafting easier. So, but here's a bit of news. A lot of questions about whether there will be other sizes, and in particular 5/7. And that is definitely on their to-do list. And they have another product that they are at the moment engineering, prototyping, and testing. And they might, just because there's been some good demand and requests for 5x7, they might actually, so keep those requests coming, they might actually you know, put out the 5x7 version earlier if there's, you know, sufficient demand for it. And at the moment, you know, it's on their plate of things that they want to do, but they've got lots in the works for us, friends. So, so that is quite a possibility, having 5x7 version. And as well, another update, not a new product line, but just a different configuration. They are selling halo lights in basically a 1/2 pack. So before, if you got the halo lights, let's see if I have. Okay, here. That's at least the packaging. So if you got the halo lights before, it was a 6-pack. And it had 2 halo lights and 4 1 lights. They're selling a basically a half size of this if you wanted to just try it out and maybe, you know, get it at a bit of a lower price point. So they've added a new SKU to their website, so you can actually get basically exactly half of this, 1 halo and 2 1 lights, and, you know, for a lower price point. So that is an option now. So when you go to the website, you'll find both SKUs. You can still get the 6-pack if you like to make lots of, you know, I like using these for snow globes and things like that. But fish bowls is also really popular. So you can still get the original 6-pack, which has 2 halo lights and 4 1 lights, or you can get the 3-pack, which has 1 halo light and 2 1 lights. So, so that makes it a little bit, you know, easier if you're not making a ton of these light up cards. And I like the halo lights so much. Like, I have packages and packages, but no actual halo lights to show you if you've never seen one. Sorry. But yeah, am I out? I might be out of halo lights. But so I always like the halo lights. I feel like it's a great value for money SKU because you get two types of lights. You get the halo and you get one lights, and one lights are super easy to use for any kind of card. So so I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and then I'm gonna close out my stream with a little bit more self-promotion. So thank you to the person who asked. I hope you're still here. But Easy Wonders 1 and 2 are getting restocked. So if you are new to me, you've just learned who I am, I came out with, oh my gosh, I should probably know what year and month these came out, shouldn't I? I don't really know. I have no idea when these came out. But it's been over a year for sure. Maybe over 2 years for Easy Wonder die number 2 or 1. But they are a single die plate. Just a smidge smaller than 6x6, so 5 and 7/8 by 5 and 7/8. They will fit through a 6-inch opening die cutting machine, and so if you have like the Platinum 6 or the Sizzix machine, for example, Big Shot, it will go through that. It'll go through the Beercraft 6-inch machine. And it's designed so that you can cut your 6x6 pattern papers, but obviously you can cut anything you'd like, but it's designed so that you can cut your 6x6 pattern papers and get a lot of basic shapes and elements to craft with. And they originated from my mini One Sheet Wonders, where I show you how to make these cuts manually, and then I give you some card sketch suggestions so that you can actually use every single element that's cut out of this, and you can make these 4 layouts. But that's just a starting place, right? So you all are creative. You're going to come up with way more fun and exciting sketches. But I wanted to get everybody started with a set of layouts that actually use every single piece that this cuts out. So will it go through the Empress? Not the mini Empress, no, but it will go through, because the Empress is pretty big. It's got bigger than a 6-inch opening, right? This needs at least a 6-inch opening to go through, Peggy. So that is the main die. Easy Wonder die number 2. I was playing with something a little bit different, where I put lettering into here. And so that you can see, I'll just give you, so this is Easy Wonder die number 1 and all the things that it cuts out. And here's my board for Easy Wonder die number 2 and everything that it cuts out. So you have the frame, and which great for shakers and whatnot. And then you can always use the shape there. And then these dies all have stitch border detailing. And so you can have that extra bit of detail on your cuts as well. And then this one's kind of fun to play with because it cuts all the letters out, and you can use them individually, and you can do lots of fun little ways to use that. Where's my board for that? Do I have it in here? But I can't. Oh, here it is. So here's a lot of different things that you can do with that thanks, because it is a little bit different. So you can do the clip style, you can just back it with something. There's a shadow layer for all of the letters, so you can back it and use it in those various different ways as well. Then for each of the Easy Wonder dies, they have coordinating add-on die sets, and the add-on die sets give you additional mats and layers for some of the original shapes. So if you're like me and you kind of like to, do double, mats, or, I don't think you could do a triple mat. Maybe you could. It just gives you more shape so that you can put, at the very least, here's the mats. So you have one mat that can go under this square, and then you have a layer that can go over. So you can get 3 layers. This is the middle, and then that's the big, and that's the small. So you can stack all 3, or you can use this to put behind that aperture, or you can cover the aperture. So you can kind of use it in a lot of different ways. And this square too has a couple of mats, one that's bigger and one that's smaller. And the circle also has one that's bigger and one that's smaller. So however you want to use it, you can put something, mat something, smaller, bigger, the circle that drops out, you can have a matte layer behind it, or use the smaller one on top. These are pretty basic kind of fundamental sets that hopefully you can get like a lot of use out of. The add-on also has, an extra word die, hugs with its shadow layer, and oh, that debossing set is not part of this one. It's actually part of number 2. So Easy Wonder Die number 1 and its add-on. And then Easy Wonder Die number 2 also has an add-on that is, do I have the packaging? That is similar. It's going to give you some extra mats and layers for the highlighted elements. So you get the matte, the shadow layer behind each of the letters. And you have a shadow layer behind these wedges. And then you've got a cool, I love this die. It's just like a stitching die, or not a stitching die for you to do stitching. Sorry. It's like a stitch design that just cuts into. It doesn't cut anything out. It just cuts that line with the little swoopy heart into your card as an extra little design detail. And so if you missed these when they originally launched, which shame on me, I actually don't know when they actually launched, and these were designed by me. Maybe I'll do some research on my own products. I'm gonna have to write the launch date here. But they don't get restocked very often. I think Easy Wonder Die number 1 got restocked when number 2 came out and then quickly sold out. And number 2 and the restock of number 1 sold out fairly quickly when number 2 launched. And so they just haven't been brought back since then. And now that Jamie has found a new die manufacturer, she's going to be restocking them. And so they should be hitting the shop. If you sign up for the waiting list, I'll let you know as soon as they're available for purchase if you miss them. But the bigger news is that if you do sign up for the Easy Wonder Die number 3 wait list, which I'm showing the link to it on screen now, you can, one person will win all 4 die sets. One person's going to win Easy Wonder Die number 1, number 2, and both add-on sets. That's over $127 worth of dies, friends. So all you have to do is just sign up for my Easy Wonder 3 wait list and endure a couple of emails between now and June 15th. On June 15th, I'm going to pick and announce a winner from everybody who is on that day still signed up for the wait list. And I know everybody's saying, wow, big thank you to Jamie, Not Too Shabby, the owner of Not Too Shabby. She is obviously the person who is giving the dies away, or allowing me to give the dies away. I just get to be the bringer of good news. And she's shipping it too. I don't even have to pay to ship it to you all, whoever wins it. So big, huge thanks to Jamie. And if you don't win, or if you don't want to wait until June 15th, I'm going to ask to see if I can get like a special discount for my waiting list folks. And I'll share that when these are restocked and on the website if you want to purchase them. And besides that, if you are on the wait list, Easy Wonder die number 3 comes out on June 15th. And I can tell you this much. I've got a lot of guest designers lined up who are going to be crafting with and sharing some inspiration with the Easy Wonder die number 3. And I'm really excited to see what they make. Meg is going to be one of those designers. And so I can't wait. There's going to be lots of inspiration, so that you can see how to use these dies. I already have tons of videos, and there's even an Easy Wonder Facebook community group if you want to get even more inspiration for these 2 die sets. And so lots of inspiration already out, but lots more to come with Easy Wonder die number 3. Now, if you do sign up for the waiting list, here's what you're going to get. Besides the opportunity to win, all 4 of my previously released die sets, you're going to get some exclusive sales offers. They're going to be the best bundled pricing deals that that are going to be available. And so you'll have the first chance to buy. I'm going to be hosting a couple of pre-sale live stream events, and you're going to be the first to know about it. And so you'll get the first opportunity to buy these, especially since in the past, if anything is like the past, they've sold out pretty quickly, and folks who missed it can maybe attest to that. So they have sold out in the past pretty quickly. And so if you're on the wait list, you'll get a first chance to buy, and I'll be hosting some special pre-sale events, live stream events. And then you're going to get the best prices too, because I've already asked for some deep discounts on some bundle offers. And so you're also going to get to not only be the first ones to get them, but be the ones to get them at the best price also. So I want to make it worth it for you to sign up for the waiting list. And all you have to do is just endure just a couple of emails from me between now and June 15th. I just posted it again. Thank you, Meg, for helping. But I did just copy and paste the link into the chat again. So hopefully that one will be fresher and you won't have to scroll. You won't be able to click it from on when I bring the comment on. You can only click it when it's you know what I'll do, friends? I didn't even think about this. Hi, Gaz. Welcome. Gaz popped in and it made, hey, check it out. Streamlabs just popped the link also. This is what I'll do for folks who sign up for my Easy Wonder 3 waitlist. We did my very first masterclass series was on easy holiday crafting, and we had 7 masterclasses. Meg and Gaz taught the launch, the very first class and the very last class. And we all crafted with the Easy Wonder dies, but dies 1 and 2, you can actually, if you don't have the die, I did a video to show you how to cut it by hand, because remember, these actually originated from my mini one sheet wonders. So, that was a manual cut of all of the same pieces, except for the oval and the circle. You still had to use a die for that. But here's what I'll do if you sign up for the Easy Wonder wait list. The next time I send out an email to the waiting list to announce whatever sneaky peeks I'm announcing or whatever news is coming up, I'm going to offer you all access to the all access pass to Easy Holiday Crafting, 7 master classes. I flipped the easy dies. So if you are familiar with my flip series where I make at least 1 flat, 1 layered, 1 interactive, and 1 pop-up card, I flipped my Easy Wonder dies. And so there's a lot of fun classes, and I'm going to offer a coupon code to give that away for free. And that's over $175 value in online classes. So sign up for that, and I'll share out a coupon code the next time I email the waiting list. So okay, thanks friends. I think that's all I have to share. Thanks, Jones. Well, I want to make it worth it. I know people don't like a lot of email spam, but I try not to email all that often. And with the waiting list, this way I don't spam my entire newsletter with updates that are specific just to the Easy Wonder dies. So, but I want to make it worth it for you all with as many exclusives and with as many discounts and offers as I can. And remember, the Easy Holiday Crafting series, we all crafted with Easy Wonder dies number 1 and 2. Those of us who taught the classes, Meg and Gaz included, but there's a manual cutting guide. So even if you don't have the dies and you have, no interest in getting the dies, you can still appreciate those classes because there's a manual cutting guide that shows you how to cut all of these pieces. So that's 7 classes, over $170 value. I still sell those classes on my website. And so if you sign up for nothing else, at least take advantage of that offer when I send it out. And then you can have some classes with some awesome inspiration for different. Meg taught a class on like how to create layouts and how to think about design and things like that. Gaz taught this amazing epic. It was an epic card. I mean, that was a chunky monkey card. He showed how to make this tower card that had shakers on it, and it was pretty amazing. Gaz says, and they are great classes. Yes, well, like I said, Gaz's class was pretty darn epic. If you go to the Easy Wonder, the Easy Wonder. Oh, no, I think it's in my crafting masterclass Facebook group. I have a Facebook group for everything, friends. All right, so this has been fun. Congrats to everybody who won a goodie from me. Creativation was a lot of fun. I got some goodies for free, so I'm very happy to pass those along to everybody who won something. So if you missed this live, you missed out on all of these cool freebies. So big thank you to Ohhoohoo for their journaling markers, an extra little pouch that I could give away. Huge thank you to Sharpie for letting me help myself to grab a bunch of their new Sharpie paint pens. They have them in thin and thicker nibs, brush nib, and your standard nib. And these don't need to be, you don't need to shake them. They don't have the agitator ball. They don't need to be primed. They're just ready to go right out of the gates. Big thank you to Trinity Stamps. Tanisa gave me an extra circle-shaped card and as well an extra espresso terrestrial stamp set. This is a fabulous die set. It's the base to so many other additional collections. One that's already out with the emoji builder and one that will be coming out. Keep your eyes peeled. It has a theme very similar to this. And if you saw my make and take card from Pear Blossom Press, that's another little sneaky peek. This is what Amanda was doing pretty much the whole time. She was awesome at it. And thank you to Altenew for the special little stamp set. So we gave away a lot of stuff. congrats to everybody. If you won something, make sure before Sunday, because if you don't fill it out, you forfeit the prize, and I'm not picking another winner. I'm just going to keep it. I might pick another winner on a future live stream. But claim your prize by this coming Sunday. I don't know what day that is, but this coming Sunday, make sure to fill out that form. Just scroll back up if you need a clickable link, or just type that into your browser, and be sure to get that filled out by Sunday so that I can mail out your prize on Monday if I can. So thanks everybody. The 13th. Thank you, Meg. So please fill it out by April 13th. Oh my gosh, tax day is coming up. It's coming up so fast. Thanks, friends. You all are so sweet. Thank you for helping me out with the chats and everything. And thanks for, oh, hey, Justine, when did you pop in? Hi, friend. Welcome. All right. So this has been fun. Everybody come join us this Saturday for Crafty Fun with Friends. It's at 2 p.m. Pacific. Meg's going to be there. And we're going to play this or that color Angry Monkey version. So this is the wild, crazy version where you get to throw monkey wrenches and try to trip up our on-screen crafters. And my apologies in advance. Usually I put out a survey for my channel members to help actually pick the color palette. I'm still going to do that, but you guys aren't going to have a ton of time to do it. So, but I'll still get that. So if you're a channel member, I'm going to be doing that really soon here. I'll post the survey so that you can help me pick the second color palette. So stay tuned, everybody, for this release at Trinity Stamps. Big thank you to everybody, and have a good evening all. Good night. Bye. If you have any questions on anything, just leave comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. And for folks who ask questions about all of the products and stuff that I shared, I'm going to come back and watch this live stream, and then whoever I do have contacts for, I'll reach out to them and I'm going to try to get you some answers. Apologies that I didn't have the foresight to actually ask in advance of this. All right, everybody. Good night. Bye.